welcome to Larry Reedy's America. Happy Easter, everyone. This is going to be a very short podcast. I don't have a guest because I figured there's not going to be too many people listening to whether it's a happy Easter or maybe a short podcast. A lot of listeners will, but I figured a regular podcast on Easter Sunday, especially, everybody's going to be busy. I know we sure are. We've got 41 people coming for dinner, or we've got a big family. So anyway, just to keep you posted on a couple things. If you haven't listened to the last couple episodes of Colt Meyer or Trisha Fossbender, Trisha has Candyland, Colt has Southeastern Indiana pressure washer. I think he's 23 years old, and he also does Christmas lights. Incredible young entrepreneur. And Trish, obviously, if people that know her, at one time was Trisha Miller. She's, by the way, Adam Israel's sister of old Izzy's. Adam's a terrific chef. And Trisha's Candyland, the chocolates are to die for. Both are really good podcasts. The Whiskey and Beer podcast, the one that's up, this is on Wednesday. So the one that's up and running, my latest one, besides tasting good whiskeys and good beer, we also went into this great game of life, if anything would have done anything differently. And I learned a lot about my fellow podcasters, that the group of us, the four of us, that I didn't know before about them. I thought it was quite interesting. And we have one, again, this is Wednesday, the one that's coming up tomorrow is kind of a marathon. It's a long one, but I promise next Tuesday, we'll be doing two more podcasts, Whiskey Beer, one for this coming Thursday and one for the following Thursday. And we're having Seth Shields as a guest. And I'm going back to a maximum of 40 minutes, 35 to 40 minutes, because I know everybody's time's valuable. It's a little bit different when you're interviewing one person, but we have to cut it back to 35 or 40 minutes because we're losing some listeners with these real long ones. And let's see what else we have going on here. I know. Marissa Fullenkamp, sometime in May or June, Marissa will be a return guest on my podcast. This time, she will be playing and singing some of her original songs and what inspired her to write her original songs. I thought we were going to be able to do it in April, but she's very busy because she's getting ready her first album isn't quite done yet, and that's more important. But when her first album's announced, I hope everybody buys it because it'll be sensational. And also, next Sunday, I have a really, really good guest. And my guest is Andrew Turpin. Andrew owns the Junior's Delicatessen. And for people that don't know where that is, if you go past Kroger on your way to Oldenburg, you turn in by the Adams or Aaron's gun shop store and go back where the beauty salon, he's right next to the beauty salon. That's the one that has, it has pizza. It has I think it's a Farm Bureau agent. nice little strip center, plenty of parking. His sandwiches are outstanding. And by the way, Candyland's chocolates are unbelievable. They got a really neat variety of stuff. Their chocolates are great. And I really appreciate Tricia doing an interview on podcast because she was really remarkable. And one last thing I want to bring up, for people who know me and know most of the family, in 1985, I started Greensburg Motorsports in Greensburg, Indiana. So, it's 40 years ago. And I haven't been active I haven't been really active for quite a number of years, but sons Matt and Larry own the business now. It's still flourishing up there. And I've been remiss as far as I've had a few people from Greensburg on the podcast, but as much time as I've spent there and the number of neat businesses that are up there, I have Dawn Rowe, who is the director of the Chamber of Commerce, coming to my home at 8:30 on the 24th to sign me up for the Chamber of Commerce. And I'm going to try and get a number of businesses, some of the educators, maybe some principals, hopefully some doctors, anyone who's interesting. So they have a large chamber, just like Batesville. Theirs is probably bigger because their population's about twice our size. But they're both great chambers of commerce. They're both very active. And hopefully, I know everybody's got a busy schedule, but in Greensburg, if somebody can't they don't want to take a 20-minute drive here and a 20-minute drive back to do a podcast, they can be sitting in their recliner with their phone, and we can do a remote podcast. And I've told people this in Batesville also because it's easier for me to be face-to-face with somebody and ask them to be on a podcast, because some people will acquiesce to that, where maybe they won't answer a text that I send them. So anyway, that's about all I have to say. Again, I don't want to make this long because everybody's going to be very busy on Easter. And Nancy and I, my whole family, wish all the listening audience a very happy Easter. And I hope everybody has a great day. I hope everybody makes church of their choice because it's not about the Easter Bunny. So anyway, want to thank you all for listening, and we're going to go out with the national anthem. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. And I will talk to you on the next podcast.